Hey everyone, my name's Lisa Ann, and today I'll be discussing how to interact with users on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Being that these are statistically the most popular social media platforms, that's all we're going to focus on today. Now, did you know, according to Statistica, on average, people spend about 2.5 hours on social media every single day. They like, they share, they leave comments, they watch videos across all of their social media platforms. So what does this actually mean for your business? If users take time to engage with content creators on any social media platform, that means that you, as the content creator, should also spend time interacting with them. But how? Should you really dedicate an entire day to respond to every single comment on every single platform that you're on? Now, based on a study actually done in 2017 on HubSpot, they found that companies spend at least 46% of their budget on content creation. 46%! Content creation is a proven and trusted digital marketing strategy, and despite the fact that roughly 50% of companies' budget is dedicated to it, companies still often forget to make time to engage with their followers and fans. So if you think about it, a successful social media strategy should not only strive to gain followers, but should also keep followers engaged and interested. Let's compare it to dating. Even when you're already, let's say, official with someone, you still want to keep their interest, don't you? There you go. So why should you interact? There are a lot of reasons as to why you should interact with users on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, but for starters, let me just give you one. And actually, let me ask you this. Why do you follow people or brands on Facebook or Instagram? Why do you subscribe to videos creators on YouTube? Personally, I do it because one, I love their content and I want to continue seeing it. And two, because I want to know more about their business, their brand identity, or their mission, their products, even their services. Now, what's a better way to know about the business than to ask them directly, right? With my questions being answered, I usually buy or am more likely to sign up for a certain product or service. Whereas on the other hand, it gives me so much joy when a content creator that I'm a fan of notices me. With some simple appreciation from content creators, it makes me feel like that person cares about me as a fan. And because of that, I will continue to follow that individual and engage with all of their content. Do you see what I mean about the importance of interacting with your fans and your followers on social media? Just think about how significant it would be for you if your favorite celebrity responded to a fan letter or a tweet. And actually this happened to me not too long ago. Darcy Tucker, I am a huge fan of Darcy Tucker, the Toronto Maple Leaf, and he reposted one of my posts and I was over the moon. Now, the real question here is not why you should, but how you should interact with these users and further engage with them. So let us start off with the king of social media, Facebook. We're going to get in a few different examples of how you can engage. And actually, the first one is going to be Facebook groups. So one of the best features of the platform is the ability to create and manage groups. And as a business, this is something that you should make the most of. Make a Facebook group that is specifically designed for your followers and your fans. A community platform is a place where you can interact with them directly by answering their questions, asking for their suggestions, adding in any reviews, announcing any future plans, events, or even future product ideas. And honestly, you can do so much more with this group. But one of the groups that I personally like to follow and that I've joined is the Online Marketing Made Easy podcast with Amy Porterfield. If you take a look at that group, you will see a variety of content being published, just like my personal Facebook group, Babes in Business. Now, in addition to the funny videos, there are also polls created for the members to interact with. And this is a key thing that you can do to get some feedback for your business specifically. Now, in addition, it is also a place for announcements about podcasts or about any future YouTube video that I do. But see, with a Facebook group, you're not only interacting with your followers, but you can actually drive traffic to your content, or if not, your website. And who really doesn't want more traffic on their website? Now, option number 2 for Facebook is Facebook Messenger. Facebook users like sending private messages to businesses. It is a great way to receive direct and personal messages about a product or service. And actually, according to Statistica, Facebook Messenger is one of the top 3 messaging apps that is used daily around the world. Actually, that's how I talk to mostly all of my clients, through Facebook Messenger. It is a powerful tool and should be used really wisely. So whenever you see a message on your Facebook page, make sure you respond to it as soon as possible. Because when you do, Facebook will let your business page be seen as a very responsive to message badge. This is a fantastic way to increase the reliability and the professionalism of your brand in the eyes of your consumers. Now also, you can utilize the Facebook Messenger by initiating a direct message with your users. So for example, maybe an interested individual is asking about a sample photo of your product in the comment section of one of your posts. It would actually be better to send him or her those images through Messenger rather than posting another comment on your post. Now, let's get on to my next one, which is actually one of my favorite platforms, Instagram. Reels on Instagram is one of the latest features released by the platform, and it's only been around since August of 2020. And because it is so fresh, a lot of people probably do not have a full understanding of how versatile this feature really can be and all of the creative ways it's actually already been used. Reels let you create a video of up to 15 seconds long, in which you can add music and filters, and different industries are really using this element in some really fun and engaging ways. One of the approaches that you can take to get the most out of this Instagram feature is to use it to interact with your audience. So for example, you can create a 15-second long video that contains a screenshot of your audience's wonderful comments about your brands. It's like a shout out, but in a creative and unusual way. Now another idea is to use it as a means to answer some of the most frequently asked questions about your business. A motion graphic animation explaining how to use your app or product, for instance, is a great way to leverage the power of Instagram Reels. Now another feature is the stories on Instagram, and actually this is applicable for Facebook as well. Instagram Stories is yet another great way for you to interact with your followers on the platform. And this feature lets Instagram accounts post photos and videos that vanish after 24 hours, very similar to Snapchat. There are several good things about Instagram Stories to engage users, but for me, I love how easy it is to tag or to mention users on your stories. So, for example, if you want to tag a follower or even an influencer on your story, you can easily do that simply by swiping up. The person that you tagged will receive a notification about this special mention. This is a smart way for you to share user-generated content in your brand story to further increase your brand awareness. Now, if you're not sure what user-generated content is, also known as UGC, don't worry, I have a video for you. I will actually put that right below this video in the description. That way you can go learn how it all works. And last but not least, let's talk about the king of video content, YouTube. Let's first of all talk about the community tab. And this is definitely a helpful tool to engage with your viewers on the platform. Now keep in mind, this feature is only available to creators who have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. It is still worth discussing because I know you will reach that one pretty soon. With this tab, video creators can create post polls, images, and animated GIFs and so much more. This feature provides an easier and a more lightweight method to interact with your audience more often and actually in between your uploads. The greatest thing about this is that it's actually embedded within the YouTube platform. So it's super convenient for your viewers and your subscribers. Something that many video creators do in the YouTube community tab is take a poll asking their viewers about what type of content they want to watch next. With this approach, they are not only making sure that their next upload will be captivating enough for their audience, but it also leaves a good impression by letting your viewers know that their ideas actually matter to you. Now, another option is shoutouts. So one of the greatest things about YouTube, it being a video platform and all, is it's very easy to give shoutouts to fans or subscribers. As a video creator, you can easily mention your viewer inside of your video. This is a great way to highlight their wonderful comments and support, and gives you a chance to show others just how much it means to you. So how do you go about it? When you film your videos, don't forget to give a verbal shout out to anyone who you think deserves it, to anyone who you think is actually watching. Maybe someone who always leaves comments on your most recent uploads, or perhaps someone who has provided the idea for or the topic of one of your videos, among many other reasons. You can even include a screenshot of their comment or their profile and add it to the video when you edit it. Easy, right? Now, another great way to interact with your subscribers and your fans within YouTube is by hosting and moderating a live chat. It is a feature that can be enabled by a video creator with a good standing on the platform. Now, one way to utilize the benefits of live streaming on the platform is to hold a question and answer session. These can be questions viewers have asked you in the comment section of previous videos, or actually questions that they will be asking you during the live chat. Now, of course, don't forget to inform them about the live streaming way ahead of time. That way, they know that you are going live, so they can actually pencil it into their calendar. And by the way, as an added bonus, after a live stream ends, it will be archived and viewers can replay the video as long with all of the live messages. And this is especially helpful for the times a viewer can't actually attend your live stream due to prior commitments. These strategies or features discussed on how to interact with users on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, these are just a few of the ways that you can do this, and a few different methods that I want you to start taking advantage of. And oftentimes, I want you to keep in mind that the features are somewhat unique to each individual platform. You've just learned about 2 specific features to maximize on Facebook, groups and messengers. 2 specific features to maximize on Instagram, Reels and Stories. And 3 specific features to make the most out of your engagement efforts on YouTube, which is the community tab, the shoutouts, and even live chats. But utilizing certain features is just one part of the equation. Now, let's move on to 6 different strategies that you can use to engage with your audience across any of these platforms. Let's start off with the comments. Responding to your audience's comments on your content is a great way to engage with them. Fans can provide you with an array of feedback, with things as simple as compliments, things a little more detailed like further questions about the topic you may have mentioned, and responses that can be very complex and even abstract, like sharing their own personal stories or their philosophy on life. It can be challenging to know how to respond to very long comments when you're short on time, but trust me when I say this. Even a simple thank you would be a good response, and it can leave a meaningful impression. If you're worried you won't know how to respond in more than one way, it's key to equip yourself with some options so that you're sure that you'll always have something in thought. When I'm responding to positive comments or feedback about my content, some of my go-tos are this. Thank you for the compliment. That means a lot. Whoa, I really appreciate that. I'm so glad that you liked the video. I'm so happy to hear. Thank you for the good words. I appreciate the kind words. Or another one. Aw, your comment has definitely made my day. I'm happy to know that you dig it. Thanks for watching. It means a lot to me. I mean, you can get as creative as possible if you're willing to try. But don't be afraid to add in some flair to it. I want you to make sure that you're bringing out your personality a little bit or even a lot of it, just like if someone said a compliment in person. Now, you have to discern what's appropriate given your brand's image and objective, but I think you understand what I mean. Now, another way that you can engage with someone is special mentions. Okay, so tagging or mentioning your followers on your social media posts is another powerful way to interact with your users. On Instagram and Facebook, you can post content that answers some of the questions posed by your audience, and then you can actually tag whoever asked that question specifically. Where on YouTube, you can do this within your community tab of the platform. Now, third one is to ask for feedback. Interaction with your users shouldn't always have to be initiated by them. You should also be willing to start a conversation with them. One thing you can do is to utilize the description box of your post. Instead of just merely describing your post, you can nudge your audience to engage in conversation by asking relevant questions. Now, for Facebook and Instagram, you can directly incorporate this into your post. Whereas on YouTube, you can do so in the description of your videos, in the community tab, as well as posing questions verbally to your viewers during your video. Now, another one, post consistently and regularly. This might be a no-brainer for brands who are already making use of this essential and life-altering social media strategy. But when it comes to interacting with your audience, this is by far the absolute number one super-duper best thing that you can ever do. How? Posting consistently and regularly. It will help with your audience, and they will help them know what and when to expect something from you. Whenever you post a new piece of content, they will be there. They will be ready to engage with it. And as they do, you should also be there, ready to respond to them. So another option is to use visually appealing photos. So videos have definitely conquered the world of digital marketing, but that doesn't mean that the still version of them, such as images or photos, should be swept aside. When it comes to Facebook, research has found that it's the most engaging sort of content in that it can deliver up to 87% interaction rate from fans. Instagram is built on photos, so that one should be a no-brainer. Now, as for YouTube, well, it is a video platform. Here are some options for you. You can integrate photos directly into your videos. Even GIFs work. Use photos in your video thumbnails. Consider photos or a portion of photos would serve your channel banner well. And once again, use photos in your posts inside of your community tab. The community tab element on YouTube is still relatively new. And really, it's only been around for the past 4 years. And I can assure you that there are a lot of creators that don't even bother with it. So when you do, you'll stand out and your fans will truly appreciate it. Now, next up is all about incentivizing. Discounts, freebies, promotions, these are eye-catching and hard to miss for audiences on social media. A simple giveaway sparks a conversation between you and your engaged audience. So for example, if you're running a contest with a gadget as the prize, you can ask your followers to share your post and to write a caption explaining why they want to win. Not only are you maximizing on your brand awareness, but you're also learning and acquiring more data about your audience. So does that make sense? What one grabs your attention most? What one are you going to commit to right now? I have shared with you 13 different methods that you can use to interact with users on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Social media engagement and interaction is a powerful strategy for your brand that can help in achieving a range of marketing goals, be it brand awareness, sales, or traffic. By engaging with your followers and your subscribers on social media, you create a mutually beneficial relationship with them. They will feel valued by your brand. And you can gain helpful customer feedback to grow your business. All you have to do is pay attention, interact, and listen. Now, how do you interact with your followers and subscribers right now on your social media pages? After watching this video, is there anything new that you plan on implementing? I want to know your thoughts. Make sure to share them in the comment section right below this video. And if you appreciate the marketing tips that I've shared with you today, be sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content designed to help you grow your business in the online world. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.